this is a band that I feel like I probably should know more about. I obviously know the name of the band. I kind of know they've got like new wave vibes, but I'm not actually sure I've ever heard any of their music. Some of you will be like, no, Beth, you should know, you're a vocal coach. Indeed I am. And I don't know all the bands in the world, but I'm going to give them a listen because I'd like to learn about them. It's got that like punk tempo, right? And this song is about hyperventilating and kissing and fainting on the floor. So I heard. So Wikipedia says. You know, that's a really, really new wave thing to do, is have kind of this spoken slidey singing. The one that makes me wild, he said. I'm so terrible at doing it, I can't even do it in his style. I need to practice that. But it is something that's really unique. He has a really, really high voice. I can hear it. It's naturally high. He's definitely a natural tenor. And it means he has that easiness at the top of his range there, which makes it just sound like, it's effortless. But for most people, it's probably quite hard to sing that high.
Show me how you do it. I promise you. I promise that I'll run away with you. I'll run away with you.
You know, there's something that is also, this is so British, edge. The way he's using a really strong attack on edge. It has that kind of almost shouty feel. He's using it throughout the whole phrase, but there's no vibrato, kind of shouty feel, although it is sung. And it is very, very rhythmic. He's right in the pocket. It's really, really dead on. There's lots of strong consonants there as well. And it just makes you want to get up and dance because of that driving rhythm, because of the way that he's attacking the words. It's fantastic. Now, Robert Smith, actually, he's super sweet. He and the whole band are. They are very philanthropic. They do a lot of work on education, human rights, environmental protection, and he's really sweet. He married his kind of high school sweetheart, who he met at drama club when he was 14, and I think that's really rare and really nice to hear. It's so distinctive as well. So there is a subtle vibrato on dream on those lower notes, but most of the time he's either holding it, cutting it really short, or just like a dream, doing these slides off the end. Again, a very new wave thing to do, and I think that these guys are, basically, they defined a lot of new wave, so the style is often down to them. Now this concert is absolutely massive. It was, I think, their 40th anniversary, and it had 65,000 people in attendance, which is the most in The Cure's history. So probably this gig was probably a real big deal for them. It's like this beautiful layering of simple lines.
Daylight licked me into shape. I must have been asleep for days. Moving lips, breathing late. I open up my eye.
Okay, final thing I've just read in my notes, that when Robert Smith wrote the song, he was terrified that he'd actually plagiarized it from Friday I'm in Love. And I understand that feeling. I think a lot of us, music only has so many chords, and especially if you are sticking within Western music, and so many notes and different combinations, and especially if you're sticking within a genre, it can be like, oh, if I just... is that something that I know before? Especially if you write something. I think a lot of people who write something that ends up being really iconic, they worry. Often it becomes a thing that they worry, like, it feels so familiar. The song and the melody is so good that it feels so familiar that you think it might be someone else's. But actually, they're just good at writing. And sometimes songs sound similar.
I found myself alone above a raging sea. The story of the girl I lost and drowned too deep inside of me. You, something only you, lost and lonely. You, just like heaven.
Well, there we go. I have learned about The Cure. I know their song. I know them for the first time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.